In this question, you need to factorize the polynomial 27x cubed plus y cubed plus z cubed minus 9xyz. Let us write the solution to it by writing the given polynomial. The given polynomial is 27x cubed plus y cubed plus z cubed minus 9xyz. Now, we can write it as 27x cubed can be written as 3x whole cube plus y cube can be written as y whole cube and z cube can be written as z whole cube minus 9xyz can be written as 3 into 3x into y into z. This is of the form a cube plus b cube plus c cube minus 3abc, which is equal to a plus b plus c into a square plus b square plus c square minus ab minus bc minus ca. This is an important identity that you need to remember. Now, comparing 3x whole cube plus y whole cube plus z whole cube minus 3 into 3x into y into z with the identity we have a is 3x, b is y and c is z. Therefore, we have 3x whole cube plus y whole cube plus z whole cube minus 3 into 3x into y into z is equal to 3x plus y plus z, which is same as a plus b plus c into a square plus this is b square plus, instead of c let us write z square minus 3x into y, which is ab minus y into z, which is bc minus z into 3x, which is ca. Now, upon simplification, we will get 3x plus y plus z into 3x whole square is 9x square plus y square plus z square. You will get 3xy minus yz minus 3xz. These are the required factors for the identity or the given polynomial 27x cubed plus y cubed plus z cubed minus 9xyz. This completes the solution to this problem. In this question, you need to verify that x cubed plus y cubed plus z cubed minus 3xyz is equal to half into x plus y plus z into x minus y whole square plus y minus z whole square plus z minus x whole square. We have to prove that x cubed plus y cubed plus z cubed minus 3xyz is equal to half into x plus y plus z into x minus y whole square plus y minus z whole square plus z minus x whole square. Let us take the right hand side or the RHS of this equation, which is half into x plus y plus z into x minus y whole square plus y minus z whole square plus z minus x whole square. Recall that a minus b whole square is a square minus 2ab plus b square, which is an important identity. We shall use this identity to expand the expressions x minus y whole square plus y minus z whole square plus z minus x whole square. Now we will get half into x plus y plus z into, we have to expand x minus y whole square, which will be x square minus 2xy plus y square. Now let us expand y minus z whole square, which will be y square minus 2yz plus z square, plus we have to expand z minus x whole square, which will be z square minus 2xz plus x square. This will be equal to half into x plus y plus z into, we have x square and x square, which is 2x square, plus we have y square plus y square is 2y square, plus you have z square plus z square is 2z square, minus you have 2xy minus 2yz minus 2xz, which is here. As 2 is there in all the terms, we can write this as half into x plus y plus z into 2 into x square plus y square plus z square minus xy minus yz minus xz. We can cancel this 2 ones. Therefore, we are left with x plus y plus z into x square plus y square plus z square minus xy minus yz minus xz. Now, this is an identity which is equal to x cube plus y cube plus z cube minus 3xyz, which is nothing but the left hand side of the given expression. Therefore, we have taken RHS and we obtained LHS on the left hand side. This completes the proof. If x plus y plus z is equal to 0, you need to show that x cube plus y cube plus z cube is equal to 3xyz. We are given that x plus y plus z is equal to 0, and we need to prove that x cube plus y cube plus z cube is equal to 3xyz. Recall the identity a cube plus b cube plus c cube minus 3abc is equal to a plus b plus c into a square plus b square plus c square minus ab minus bc minus ca. This is an important identity that we shall be using to prove this. Now put a is equal to x, b is equal to y and c is equal to z in this identity. We will get x cube plus y cube plus z cube minus 3xyz is equal to x plus y plus z into x square plus y square plus z square minus xy minus yz minus zx. This implies that x cube plus y cube plus z cube minus 3xyz is equal to 0, since x plus y plus z is equal to 0, which is given. Let us have a look at this. Now this portion becomes 0, which is given. Now 0 into anything is 0. Therefore, the right hand side becomes 0. This again implies that x cube plus y cube plus z cube is equal to 3xyz, bringing 3xyz to the other side. Hence, the proof. This is a very simple problem, provided you remember this identity. Without actually calculating the cubes, you need to find the value of minus 12 whole cube plus 7 whole cube plus 5 whole cube and 28 whole cube plus minus 15 whole cube plus minus 13 whole cube. Let us take the first one, which is minus 12 whole cube plus 7 whole cube plus 5 whole cube. Recall that a cube plus b cube plus c cube is equal to 3abc if a plus b plus c is equal to 0. This is an important result that we will use to solve this problem. Put a is equal to minus 12, b is equal to 7 and c is equal to 5. This implies a plus b plus c will be equal to minus 12 plus 7 plus 5, which is equal to 0. Therefore, minus 12 whole cube plus 7 whole cube plus 5 whole cube will be equal to 3 into minus 12 into 7 into 5, which will be equal to minus 1260. This is the value of minus 12 whole cube plus 7 whole cube plus 5 whole cube. Now let us take the second one, which is 28 whole cube plus minus 15 whole cube plus minus 13 whole cube. We will use the same result, that is, if a plus b plus c is equal to 0, then a cube plus b cube plus c cube is equal to 3abc to find the value of this. Now, put a is equal to 28, b is equal to minus 15 and c is equal to minus 13. This implies a plus this is b plus c is equal to 28 plus minus 15 plus minus 13, which is equal to 0. Therefore, 28 whole cube plus minus 15 whole cube plus minus 13 whole cube will be equal to 3 into 28 into minus 15 into minus 13. And if you calculate, you will get this answer as 16,380. This is the value of 28 whole cube plus minus 15 whole cube plus minus 13 whole cube. If you observe, this problem is very simple, provided you remember this result. This completes the solution to this problem. In this question, you are given two rectangles whose areas are 25a square minus 35a plus 12 and 35y square plus 13y minus 12. You need to give possible expressions for the length and breadth of each of them. Let us take the first one. Area of rectangle is given as 25a square minus 35a plus 12. Let us first factorize. The given expression 25a square minus 35a plus 12. As we have learnt in earlier classes, to factorize you need to take the product of the constant term and the coefficient of a square, which will be 25 into 12, which is equal to 300. Now you need to find factors of 300 such that when these factors are added, you get minus 35. In this case, the factors are 20 and 15. Since you need minus 35, let us put a negative sign here and negative sign here, so that minus into minus gives you positive 300. Therefore, we can write this expression as 25a square minus 20a minus 15a plus 12. So in effect what we are doing is we are splitting the middle term. Now if you observe again, you have 5a common here and you have 3 common here. Let us simplify this further. We will be left with 5a into 5a minus 4 minus 3 into 5a minus 4. This can further be simplified as we have 5a minus 4 common, therefore 5a, let us write it a little neatly. We have 5a minus 4 into 5a minus 3, which are the factors of this expression. Now recall the formula for finding area of rectangle, which is length multiplied by breadth. Now we are given that length multiplied by breadth is equal to 5a minus 4 into 5a minus 3. Therefore, the possible expressions for length and breadth are 5a minus 4 and 5a minus 3. This does not necessarily mean that length is this and breadth is this. It could be the other way as well. Length could be 5a minus 3 and breadth could be 5a minus 4. Now let us take the second one. Area of the second rectangle is given as 35y square plus 13y minus 12. Again, let us factorize. 35y square plus 13y minus 12. This can be written as 35y square plus 28y minus 15y minus 12. So in effect we are actually splitting the middle term. And if you observe, 35 into minus 12 is minus 420 and the factors are 28 and minus 15. Let us factorize this further. In these two terms, you have 7y common. Therefore, this can be written as 7y into 5y plus 4. And again, in these two terms, you have 3 common, minus 3 into 5y plus 4. This can further be simplified as 5y plus 4 into 7y minus 3. This is equal to the product of length and breadth. Therefore, the possible expressions for length and breadth are 5y plus 4 and 7y minus 3. It does not necessarily mean that the first one is length and the second one is breadth. It could also mean that 7y minus 3 is length and 5y plus 4 is breadth. This completes the solution to this problem. Given are the volumes of two cuboids. The volume of first cuboid is 3x square minus 12x and the volume of the other one is 12ky square plus 8ky minus 20k. You need to find the possible expressions for the dimensions of each of the cuboids. Let us take the first one. We are given volume of cuboid is 3x square minus 12x. This can be written as 3x into x minus 4. Now recall the formula for finding volume of cuboid, which is length into breadth into height. This implies that length into breadth into height is equal to 3 multiplied by x multiplied by x minus 4. Therefore, the possible dimensions are 3, x and x minus 4. Now let us take the second one. Volume of cuboid is given as 12ky square plus 8ky minus 20k. This can be written as, since you have 4k common throughout, you can write it as 4k into 3y square plus 4 into 2y side, therefore 2y minus 4 into 5 is 20, therefore 5. Now this is a quadratic polynomial in y which can further be factorized. So this can be written as 4k into 3y square plus 5y minus 3y minus 5. We are actually splitting the middle term. We are writing 2y as 5y minus 3y because the factors of minus 15, which is a product of 3 and minus 5, are 5 and minus 3. Now this can be written as 4k into, in this two, that is the first two terms, you have y common. We can write it as y into 3y plus 5. Again in this you have 1 common, minus 1 into 3y plus 5. Therefore this can be written as 4k into y minus 1 into 3y plus 5, which is 4k into y minus 1 into 3y plus 5. Now since this is the volume of the cuboid, it implies that length into breadth into height is equal to 4k into y minus 1 into 3y plus 5. This implies that dimensions of cuboid are 4k, y minus 1 and 3y plus 5. This completes the solution to this problem.